Hi guys, welcome back to Elisa Around. In today's video, we're going to talk about the coronavirus situation in Thailand. I came to Thailand 7 months ago because I got a job in a school here. I was in Thailand when the COVID-19 started in January. I think it was announced on the 12th of January by the WHO, and on the 13th of January, it was announced. In Thailand, we already had the first case of a person infected outside China. From the beginning, people here started to worry because it was the period of the Chinese New Year. So there were a lot of Chinese tourists in Thailand. People here started to keep the distance one from another. People were not panicking actually, but they were aware of what was happening because they were close to us. We already had a case, so we needed to take action. During the whole month of February, in Thailand there were only 40 cases. The government applied 3 different strategies to contain the virus. The first strategy of the government was putting screening and health checks at airports and hospitals. I remember that in February I had to go to the hospital for a vaccination, and before I actually got the shot, they took so many hours to check my temperature and my passport. They asked me if I've been to China recently, and they asked me if I had a fever or any other symptoms. The second strategy of the government was putting hand sanitizer, gel, and alcohol spray almost everywhere, literally. We had it at school, we had it at the entrance of the supermarkets, of the mini marts, and even in the lobby of the condo I used to live at. Like before entering my own apartment, I had to get my temperature checked and wash my hands. Number 3, actually all the airports were still open, but people returning to Thailand had to self-quarantine for 14 days. In March, we had the first travel restrictions. During the first week of March, there was an increase on the number of cases. The whole month of March, we were supposed to go to school, but on the 18th, we arrived at school and the academy told us that, okay, today is the last day of school because the school is going to close. So at that point, we really started to realize that the government was really going to try to contain it as much as possible. The day after, on the 19th of March, the government put another restriction on foreigners in Thailand. Foreigners arriving in Thailand or coming back to Thailand had to present a medical certification plus a health insurance for COVID-19. So basically at this point, all us foreigners were starting to realize, okay, do we want to stay in Thailand for who knows how long, or do we want to go back to our home countries? Guess what? On the 26th of March, the state of emergency was declared. So the emergency kind of arrived late compared to other countries. April was supposed to be our holiday month with the Songkran and other festivals in Thailand. People could actually go around, but they were only allowed to move in the province they were in with the mask. We were never in a 24-hour lockdown, but on the 3rd of April, the government imposed a curfew. We couldn't go out from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. Latest updates about the number of cases: 3,045 cases confirmed. 2,929 people recovered, and 57 deaths. So how could Thailand contains such a massive virus. People really follow the rules the government gives, and people always wear their mask. Like even before the virus, you could see people in Thailand wearing their masks, and the government really helped distributing to people free hand sanitizer and masks. At school, we were given one disposable mask and one cloth mask for free by the government. And people were good at practicing social distancing. Like the night markets, cinemas, the stadium, all the places with big crowds were closed. At present, this is the COVID-19 situation in my city. Before entering a shopping mall or a supermarket, you are asked to scan the QR code you can see at the entrance because the government wants to monitor people. So you need to check in and check out. And at the food court, there are actually some barriers between people. In the single tables, only one person is allowed to sit, while in the bigger tables, more people are allowed to sit but keeping distance. This is one of my favorite shops. At Mr. Donut, before the pandemic started, you could actually pick your donut. But actually now, there is some plastic that covers the donuts. You point at the one you want and the seller is going to take it for you. To pay, you need to put the money in a small container. You can't handle money straight to the seller. And there's also a screen dividing you from the seller. Once you take an elevator, you can see that there is a hand sanitizer outside and one inside too. Once inside, you need to keep social distancing. Only 4 people are allowed in at the same time. When it was my time to decide whether going back home or staying in Thailand, I decided to stay in Thailand because I saw that the situation was handled in a good way. It was well taken care of. And also because it was dangerous for me, like to get on a plane and go back with the risk of being in an airport for so many hours and the risk of getting the virus, actually. People in this country really follow the rules and they help each other. I saw so many people doing volunteering to help poor people. The night market was closed, but there were some sellers that were still giving free food to people. Not only to poor people, actually. You could line up and keep social distancing, and free food was just given to you, just as a moment of sharing for all the people in Thailand. Even if I was here by myself, I don't regret deciding to stay here because I felt safe. I felt like the government was really taking a good care of people here, not only Thai people, but also foreigners. Thank you guys for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel if you liked it, and see you next time. Bye!